Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to our Minnesota Wild GM mode. So, in last episode, we took on Vladimir Tarasenko and the St. Louis Blues, and we managed to actually beat them, surprisingly, not allowing Tarasenko to score a lot of goals at all. He only had like 2 points in the series. We beat them in only 5 games, and we're up here in round number 2 now against the San Jose Sharks, who actually didn't have the greatest regular season, but they have a really good looking team. So, I actually showed you their roster / lines in last episode, but once again, I'm just going to go over it just in case you guys did not remember. So, San Jose, so as you can see, they have 2 great players on their first line, and Couture and Pavelski. That's like a 90 and an 88 pretty much. And you got Mikkel Bodger, who's an 84-ish. So their left side's the weak point, it seems like, in terms of their off. Have some youngsters, so they got Meyer, Hurdle, and Sprong. Third line, you got Yannick Hansen, who's more of a defensive player, same with Franz Nielsen and Jonas Donskoy, so their bottom 6 might be more of a defensive kind of team in comparison to, well, actually it was like that in St. Louis too, so never mind. Then you also got Kevin LeBlanc, who's a 2-way, same with Tierney and Melker Karlsson, so I think their top 6 is pretty much all offense, and their bottom 6 is all defense, which is the way it should be. So they have a good structure of a team, and then defense is even scarier. As you can see, Brent Burns is a 90 overall, and Marc-Edouard Vlasic is an 87. So you got a very good top 2 defenseman pairing, and then a nice complementary defensive pairing in Justin Braun, 83, and Paul Martin, 82. A lot of these guys are getting older too, so they might be getting close to retirement. Like Burns is 34 now, and Paul Martin's 38. On the third defense, Dylan 81, which is pretty solid, and Julius Bergman, who is trying to make a name for himself, I guess, in the NHL. And then in goal, the great starter in Martin Jones, 87. And if for some reason Jones goes down with an injury, that'll be how we could beat this team. As you can see, Troy Grosnick is only a 72, so nothing too scary there. And then scratched-wise, they have just a bunch of young prospect kind of guys, DeMello and Sandberg, and then an older guy, Jonathan Erickson. So let's hope we can beat them. I don't know if we're going to be able to because they're a big upgrade from the St. Louis Blues, but you never know. So let's go to the calendar. So game 1 here against the San Jose Sharks in... Oh yeah, we have home ice in this series actually as well. I was thinking we didn't have home ice, but in the XL Energy Center for game 1 of round 2. Come on, let's get it done here, boys. First period, and it's a scoreless first period. Shots are 12-11 in favor of us. Second period, and I think, yeah, it's 2-1 for San Jose. Maybe we might come back again from a 2-0 deficit. Bodker makes it 1-0 Sharks, and then Hansen makes it 2-0. But then with 40 seconds left in the second period, Nino Niederreiter gets us on the board. So shots 23-22. It's a very close game going into this third period. Can we tie the game up like we've done in the last series? 3-0, and we battle back. And yes, we can. Kirill Kaprizov continues his hot hand. He had a great first round. But then Thomas Hurdle answers right back for the Sharks, and it's a 3-2 game. Last 6 minutes here. Stop taking penalties, guys. Last 3 minutes. Come on, Kaprizov, come through. Yes, Luke Kunin does though. And it's a 3-3 game, and we are headed to overtime. So the youngsters continuing from last round's successes. Kaprizov gets a goal in the third, and same with Luke Kunin with 1:13 left. And we are headed to overtime in game number 1, just like when we were with the St. Louis first round. Prize's been our clutch guy in overtime. He has 2 overtime winning goals. Let's hope he can come through with a third here in Minnesota. Time winding down here in the first overtime. We are out shooting them 43-42. And we are going to a second overtime. So after 4 periods of play, score still 3-3. Shots are 45-43. Can we just get that extra goal here early in overtime? Okay. Oh, there it is. And we got it. Kirill Kaprizov, Captain Clutch, I call him now, comes through with his second of the night, and we win 4-3 in overtime, just like I think what we did against St. Louis. And we have a 1-0 series lead against the San Jose Sharks. So Niederreiter from Stahl, Kaprizov from Kunin and Coyle, Kunin from Dumba and Koivu, and Kaprizov from Coyle and Ennis. So Kaprizov's already got 5 goals in this playoffs. He's definitely going to have a huge growth for next season, and Luke Kunin probably as well, because both of those two have been great, and Devin Dubnyk was great in net for that entire game. 42 saves, a 1.42 goals against average, and a 954 save percentage to hand us our first win of the second round. So, yeah, it was the exact same score as the first game against St. Louis, and hopefully that means we're going to win the series in 5 games or something. So let's just back out for a second, see the other series, how they are doing. I didn't even remember who was playing in round 2. Okay, so yeah, just 1-0 Rangers and 1-0 Leafs over Washington so far. Okay, blah blah. But look at that, Luke Kunin's leading the way for the team in points with 9 currently and 6. Okay, so let's go back to the calendar and go to game number 2. If we could have a game 2 like what we did against St. Louis, then this should be an easy game. Because game 2 against St. Louis, we won 5-0. I don't know if we could do that here, but first period and it's scoreless. Shots 12-8. Can we have a good second period here? And no, we can't. 2-0 San Jose. Pavelski and Sprong. Not looking good, but we are out shooting them once again. We seem to be out shooting teams a lot. Like in the St. Louis round, I think we outshot them almost every single game. So let's just have a good third period here, and maybe we could get back on the board. We've battled back before from a 2-0 deficit. But it looks like Martin Jones is having one of those nights. So Granlund gets one on Grosnick. Why do I have the 72 in? I don't know if Jones went down with an injury. Hopefully he did. That would be amazing. Oh, there you go. Luke Kunin ties the game up with another late goal. And are we headed to overtime in game 2? Yes, we are. And once again, your Minnesota Wild have came back from a 2-0 deficit. Like in the first round, we came back I think like 2 or 3 times, and then we've already came back twice in the series. Hopefully we could get another OT winner from Kaprizov or from Parise. And we do get another OT winner, and this time it's somebody that we don't really get goals from in Matthew Dumba. So we have taken a 2-0 series lead against the San Jose Sharks. It seems like they're actually pretty easy, but I don't know why Grosnick's in that for them. If we injured Martin Jones, that would just be a great way to knock them out. So Granlund from Niederreiter and Stahl, Kunin from Suter and Niederreiter, and Dumba from Granlund and Niederreiter. So it seems like Niederreiter as well is playing really good in these playoffs. So Granlund gets first star, Nino Niederreiter gets second star with 3 assists, and Devin Dubnyk continues his hot play, and he gets the 3rd star. Okay, so I wasn't expecting us to win that game being down 2-0 going into the third, but I guess whenever we don't have the lead, I should expect us to win. Let's see. I'm just going to quickly check if Martin Jones actually went down with an injury, because if he went down with an injury, that would be huge. Or for some reason, the coach wanted to put in Grosnick for that game. Hopefully Martin Jones got injured. Please, Martin Jones, please. No, he did not. So I don't know why the coach put in Troy Grosnick for the San Jose Sharks. Don't know what he was smoking, because that's 72 overall in comparison to an 87. So I think he just handed them that loss. But now Martin Jones should probably be back in net. So hopefully we could win. I know we're back in San Jose, but you never know. We could still pop out with a win. Last time in Game 3 against St. Louis, we lost 1-0 in overtime. We know San Jose is going to be pushing hard considering they're on home ice, and if they lose this game, the series might be all but over. So Game 3 in the SAP Center, I think it's called, or SAP Pavilion, I don't even know what it's called, SAP something. First period, and wow, that was an offensive first period. So Mike Riley, who didn't score much during the regular season, comes through with his first ever playoff goal, I think, beating Martin Jones 1-0, and then Tierney tied it up, and then Timo Meier gave the Sharks the lead, but then Charlie Coyle answers with 3:38 left, and we have a 2-2 game after 1. Shots are 12-10 in favor of the Sharks. Second period, and we get more offense. It's 3-3 now as Logan Couture made it 3-2, and then Ryan Suter, he only had 1 goal during the regular season, or 2 goals during the regular season, I think, manages to come through with a goal here in the playoffs. And we have a 3-3 game going into the third. But we're still being outshot by 7 shots, 26-19. So let's have a good third period here, boys. We've had third periods already in the series and series as well. Come on, let's squeak out here with a win here in San Jose. That'd be a good way. Oh, yes, Parise coming through maybe with another game winner. Nope, Bodker answers right back. Seems like when one team scores, the other team answers right back. So we might be going to overtime again. No, Tierney answers for San Jose, and that is going to be it. So we lose game 3 just like we did against the St. Louis Blues, but this time a 5-4 final. Let's just go to all events because I am actually writing down box scores from each game, like all these. So Riley from Parise and Ennis, Coyle from Kaprizov and Suter from Stahl and Granlund, Parise from Koivu and Kunin. Kunin has been great in these playoffs, 11 points I think now in 8 games. So I'm not going to change anything for the next game unless we lose it again. Maybe I'll change up stuff, but I think we should be able to bounce back from that loss like what we did against St. Louis. So we should probably get a goalie prospect. I don't know if I've been scouting because I haven't made an episode in a couple days. So let's go to the National League for defensemen. Yeah, because we need defensive prospects as well. Because a lot of our defensemen, Suter is getting old. So, and then we could replace some other players like Jared Spurgeon and whatnot. So, game 3. Still in San Jose. Come on, let's just get this win and take a commanding 3-1 series lead. So, first period, and it's a scoreless period again. Shots are 10-7 in favor of San Jose. Come on, guys, let's get more shots the next period. Second period, and wow. Okay, our offense comes through a lot. Granlund makes it 1-0. Nino Niederreiter makes it 2-0. Luke Kunin continued with another, making it 3-0. And then Daniel Sprong gets 1 for San Jose. But we got 14 shots in that period. We tripled our total from the first period. And we have a 3-1 lead going into the third. Let's just lock it down now. We just got to play good defensively this period, and we should be able to have it. Last 10 minutes here in the third period. Dubnik's just locking it down because the Sharks are out shooting us now, actually. And that's going to be it as Zach Parise gets an empty netter. And we have taken a 3-1 stranglehold on the Sharks, winning in San Jose by a score of 4-1. So Granlund from Stahl, Niederreiter from Stahl and Suter, and Kunin from Suter and Parise, and then Parise from Suter. So looks like the vets got it done. Stahl, Suter, and Parise. Yeah, Suter gets first star with 3 assists. Dubnyk gets second star with another great performance, and Parise gets third star with a goal and an assist. Okay, so now on to game number. Since on that game, I'm not changing anything with our lines yet. Not in a row, then I'll change up the lines. Number 5, can we seal out the series just like what we did against the St. Louis Blues? First period, and it is a 2-1 game for San Jose. So Franz Nielsen, Nino Niederreiter, and then Thomas Hertl. So Niederreiter's actually having a great series as well. He had a lot of assists, and he's picking up some goals, so he's having a great one. We're being outshot 14-8. Let's have a good second period here, just like what we did last round, or last game, I should say. Couture makes it 3 in Jose, and we're down by 2 goals going into the third, but I think we were in this predicament before. We could come back from this. I know we can. We have the offensive capabilities. Come on, guys. We don't want to go back to San Jose. We're being outshot badly still. Last 10 minutes here of the third period, and Ennis pulls us within one. Another late goal here in the third. Can we get one more? And I don't know if we're going to get it. No, we're not. So this time, we can't come back fully in the third, but we did manage to get a third period goal, and we lose game 5, 3-2. So Niederreiter from Granlund and Stahl, and Ennis from Kaprizov and Suter. So Kunin's point streak, I think, just came to an end. 3 stars, all Sharks except for Niederreiter as the third. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything like I said with the lines unless we lose this game. hopefully we can win this game because we need to end this series tonight. I don't want to go to a game 7 back on home ice necessarily. So, you know what? I'm gonna just check some player morale stuff for a second. Maybe give the team a team meeting if there is team meetings. I don't think I put on team meetings. Player morale. Just make sure everybody's happy. Nobody's dragging in this team. So our youngsters are happy. Kunin, Kaprizov, and Greenway. That's what I like to see. And Kulak's the only unhappy kind of guy, so that's good. Greenway is a presence. Interesting. Maybe he's the future captain if we keep him around, but okay, so no growth yet from Kaprizov since the playoffs, but he will have growth during the offseason. I could guarantee he's going to get up to like an 83 or 84 maybe by next season, which means one question for the offseason, guys. Do we move out somebody like Eric Stahl, or do we sign him again and make him a center, like the second line center, and then we could put Kaprizov as the first line left winger, something like that? Because Eric Stahl is a pretty cheap player. So game number 6 back in San Jose. We need to end them tonight, guys. First period, and we have a 3-1 lead. That's what I want to see. So Coyle makes it 1-0. Ennis gets a goal in back-to-back games, which is really surprising because the guy barely scores too. And we have a 2-0 lead, and then Pavelski makes it 2-1. But Luke Kunin, who had one off night with no points, manages to give us a 3-1 lead. And we're out shooting them 12-5 too. So offense is on our side. Second period, and it's 3-3. What the hell? Sharks battled back from the 3-1 deficit, and Franz Nielsen and Yannick Hansen have tied the game. We're out shooting them 22-13, but Devin Dubnik's having a really bad game. 3 goals on 13 shots. We need to have a good third period here, Dubnik. And we need to get some more offense. Last period we didn't get any offense. We just had a defensive shell and we let in 2 goals. So power play and we don't score. Last 10 minutes here in the third period. Penalty kill. Oh my god, you gotta be joking. How does Paul Merton score? And it's 4-3 San Jose. Come on, guys, answer. And we are gonna get it done with 3 seconds left. Holy shit. I wasn't expecting that to happen. So Luke Kunin now wants to be called Captain Clutch or something. He comes through with a goal with 3 seconds left on the clock. And we just barely make it to an overtime here in Game 6. Like, if we would have lost that game, I would have made some line changes for the Game 7. But, okay, so the next goal determines if we have to get on to the conference finals for, like, the first time, or if we basically go to a Game 7 back on home ice. So, Kunin, do you have another in you? Because I think isn't that your second in the night? Yeah, Luke Kunin's got a 2-goal night. He's been the hot hand. If he can get another, then we are in business. Come on, Luke Kunin, just get that hat trick. Or Kaprizov or Parise, somebody that comes through a lot in overtime. Or Dumba, even. Matt Dumba or Ryan Suter. Somebody. Oh, there we go. And the Sharks. God damn it. Kevin LeBlanc wins it for them, and we have got a Game 7 in the series. God damn it. I'm going to have to change up the lines a bit. Kunin's line's been playing great, so Coyle from Ennis and Greenway, Ennis from Suter and Kaprizov, and Kunin from Suter and Koivu, and Kunin from Granlund and Koivu. But now we've lost back-to-back games in this second round for the first time, actually, this playoffs. So yeah, I'm going to have to change up, I think, something for Game 7, because, well, that game we were actually really close to, but let's just see what lines have not been performing. I think probably like the bottom 6 or something. Actually, Kaprizov's still a third liner. Yeah, this line's been great, so I'm going to keep it like that. What if I move Granlund to the wing? But where would I put Niederreiter? Oh wait, actually, Eriksson, Ek, how have you been in these playoffs? -7. Jesus. Okay, maybe the 4th line is what needs to be changed, or just where Eriksson Ek is the penalty kill, because I think he's on the penalty kill, isn't he? But yeah, maybe it's where that is. So let's just change up the penalty kill maybe a bit. So let's go like that. Put Coyle on the first one with Koivu. And let's see, Brodin and Dumb. Yeah, let's change up a bit of stuff. and go like that. And then let's do that still for the 3-man penalty kill. Oh, that's probably where Eriksson Ek's not doing that good. Let's see, who could we put in there instead? We could put Coyle in. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I think that's the only line changes I'm gonna make. I don't think we're that bad of a team 5-on-5, but our penalty kill is looking like it's been pretty bad, even though it was one of the top during the regular season. Because I think that's maybe where Eriksson Ek is not playing that good, because he was a -7, but the bottom line wasn't at all. So I think that's the only move I'm gonna make. Game 7, come on guys. I'm gonna do a real-time simulation for this entire game. Hopefully we can get it done here on home ice, back in the XL Energy Center, and we're getting outshot heavily to start out the game. Hopefully Dubnyk has a good game in comparison to last game, because last game he let in like 3 goals on 13 shots before we lost. So, oh my god, Tierney makes a 1-0 Sharks. Come on guys, I gotta answer back to that. Late here in the first, and we don't score at all in the period. Shots are 10-7 in favor of San Jose, and they have a 1-0 lead. Come on guys, we can't blow a 3-1 series lead. Not like this. Penalty kill. Holy crap, this is a long power play for them, and we killed off, so hopefully those line changes help that out. But we're still being outshot badly, but Kunin comes through, and we have a tie game. Now it's our time to score goals on the less amount of shots, as they have like more than 10 shots than us. Like they have 12 more shots, and we have a tie game going into the third. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking. Come on guys. I know you guys like to come through in the third period, right boys? We've done it before. We're being outshot by like double. Last 10 minutes here, the third period. Come on guys, I don't want to go to overtime in game 7. No, not like this. And okay, we're headed to overtime in game 7. Shots are 34-22 in favor of the Sharks. Come on guys, make this crowd go wild. Literally wild. I didn't mean to say it like that, but whatever. Come on, let's get that goal, boys. We're getting more shots here in overtime. Penalty kill. Kill it off. Kill it off. Good job. Wow, they have more than 40 shots. Holy shit. Dubnyk is a beast right now. Oh man, and we're going to a second overtime period, and Devin Dubnyk's made 49 saves already. He's gonna get winded here. Hopefully they like maybe switched it up a bit and put Hutchinson in for some of the game, because Dubnyk's gonna be tired as shit. But Martin Jones has also made 36 saves for his team, so we know the game winner comes through quick here in second overtime. So second overtime, come on guys, get it done, get it done. Penalty kill, power play. Here it is, here it is. End of the series. Nope. Who's gonna score? Oh wow. Okay, and oh my god, and the Sharks are gonna rally back from a 3-1 series lead, and Jannik Hansen has ended our season with a 2-1 overtime loss. That is a heartbreaking way to lose. Luke Kunin had our only goal from Parise and Koivu, so we are eliminated in round number 2 this year. Oh well, at least we have next year, because next year I think we could be coming back even stronger, because Kaprizov is going to grow, Kunin's going to grow, Greenway is going to grow. But we had a really good playoffs. Look at that. Dubnyk had 50 saves in that game, trying to get us on to that conference finals, but it was just not enough. That is a heartbreaking way to lose. This episode might be a little bit long. It's already at like 25 minutes or something. We're going to do an end of the season wrap up, I guess, now. Let's just take a look at our player stats from the playoffs. So yeah, this episode might be like 30 something minutes, but hopefully you guys don't mind. So yeah, Luke Kunin was playing so good that he might have been able to win a Conn Smythe in his rookie season, kind of like what Mikhail Albalin did with our Vancouver Canucks GM mode. So as you can see, Kunin led the way with 15 points in 12 games. Then you got Parise, who had 13 points in 12 games. Niederreiter 10 points, Kaprizov 10 points, Granlund 9 points, Koivu 9 points, Ennis and Stahl 8 points, Coyle 7 points. So basically our top 9 was really good, and then our bottom line was not that good. Greenway had 2 assists, but the rest didn't do that good. Seems like Eriksson Ek and Jaskin aren't the greatest combo, as both of them were like -8 and -7, in comparison to like the top line being like a plus 11 or whatever, or the second line being top plus 11. Defensively, Ryan Suter, he had 12 points in 12 games, only 1 goal. Dumba 2 points, Riley 1 point, Spurgeon 1 point, and Brodin 1 point. Seems like we need to get more points from our back end, so maybe we draft an offensive defenseman this year or something like that, because the most points we get is from Suter always, it seems like. And then goaltending, Dubnyk was 7-2-3 with 1 shutout, 928 save percentage, and a 2.26 goals against average. And it said that Hutchinson played a game that he went 1-0. And he didn't get a shutout, so yeah, he only played 46 minutes of a game. I don't know why he got replaced, but whatever. So that is that. Now I guess we're gonna sim all the way. Now we're gonna sim all the way to the draft and that sort of thing. So sim to the draft. You know, we'll jump ahead here. So this 1 sec, guys. Okay, guys, we are back with the Stanley Cup champions, and the Edmonton Oilers have won the Stanley Cup, and the Calder Cup goes to the Toronto Marlies. So let's just take a look at the player awards and all that stuff, and then I'll check the trading block and show you guys what it looks like. So playoffs awards is what I want. So the Edmonton Oilers are the Stanley Cup champions for the first time since Gretzky's era, I think, or Messier's era more. President's Trophy went to the Anaheim Ducks. Clarence's Campbell went to Oilers, and it was the Oilers and Rangers Stanley Cup Finals. The Rangers got the Prince of Wales. Okay. Player awards: John Tavares with the Art Ross and the Hart. Erik Karlsson winning the Norris to break up Brent Burns' 2-time Norris streak, whatever you want to call it. Connor McDavid gets Lady Bing. Calder goes to Colin White. Conn Smythe goes to Cam Talbot. Vezina goes to John Gibson for back-to-back seasons. Same with the William M. Jennings. So Gibson and the Ducks seem to be a really good team. John Merrill of the Vegas Golden Knights getting the Bill Masterton. Frank J. Selkin going to Bergeron for the 3rd straight season. Tavares getting the Lindsay, and Ovechkin getting the Maurice Richard. Now in the AHL, let's quickly just take a look at the player awards as well, just in case there's any of our AHL kind of guys. Which there probably isn't. No, there's not. I figured that because our AHL team had a bad year. Here's the team awards, because I'm going to be writing all this stuff down on our Google Sheets page. So there you go. And yeah, now let's just get to the draft and see who is... I'll show you guys the draft class again. So, and then I'll also show you guys the trading blocks. So this, like I said, might be a bit of a longer episode. But whatever, it would have been shorter if we would have made the 3rd round. So scouting assignment, I will scout. Let's go back to Sweden for goaltenders. Find maybe like Henrik Lundqvist in a late round or something. Because Sweden's got good prospects, and last year we drafted Ludness, or maybe we want some more Swedish players on the team to play with them. So draft lottery results. So the Dallas Stars have the 1st overall pick this year. Vegas Golden Knights have the 2nd, and New Jersey has the 3rd, and there's the rest of the stuff. So I don't remember, what did we trade away? I think we traded away our 2nd for this year, so we have still a lot of picks. So we did not lose anybody to retirement. That's good news. Goalies, we didn't lose anybody to retirement either, so Suter and stuff like that are all back for another year, unless we decide to trade them away. So all retirements. So Matt Cullen, who actually is on the Minnesota Wild right now, I didn't put him on the team, which I should have. Retired. Mike Camilleri retired back in Montreal, which is interesting. Yuri Hudler retired. Milan McCulloch. Okay, I guess there was 2 Milan McCulloch, so this is like a glitch like the Evgeny Dadonov glitch. Nathan Horton retired finally. Cromwell and Grabowski, etc., etc. Okay, so nobody too big. And goaltending wise, any big goalies? Nicholas Backstrom, he hasn't played in forever, so no, not really either. Okay, so it looks like a lot of players are retiring at later ages. Trading block wise, you know what? I'm gonna put Parise on there, but I'm not gonna necessarily trade him away this year, because Parise, like, he is not really that good. He doesn't have that much trade value either. 83 overall, 34 years of age. But look at his contract. That's what scares me. In real life, he has a no movement clause, but I'm gonna put him on there just in case I could get maybe some trade offers for him, because he is a player that I might want to move out, or I could keep him again still for next season. So let's just show you guys first the draft class, and then we'll take a look at the trading block. So the draft class for this year, I actually have some people pinned. Don't know how they turned out. So we had an exact elite in Marty Subban. We got some high elites projected to go in the top 5. Is this all started by potential? Let's just start by potential. So we got some elites going in the 7th round, a grinder. And that's the guy I was scouting actually, or watching. So this guy I'm going to try and get in the 7th round, an elite grinder. That'd be nice. There's also an exact elite goaltender supposed to go in the 2nd round. So I'm going to watch that guy as well, I think, because we do need a goaltender. Oh, actually we lost our 2nd round pick. We might have to draft this guy 1st round. I think that's the guy I want to go after currently. There's also a lot of other elite guys that could be elite, but I'm not sure if they actually will be. So yeah, I think we go after that Whiting guy in the 2nd round or the 1st round if we can. But yeah, this is basically what the 1st round looks like. There's also a medium starter there. Don't know if he's gonna be any good though. I'd rather take my chances on the exact elite because he should be exact elite. There's another coil. Interesting. Okay, so that's that. Now let's just quickly check the trading block again, see if there's anything I could potentially trade for. You guys could let me know down below in the comments, or you guys could let me know on the Facebook group if you are on that group. So trading block. Okay, well, not trading block. I want to view trading block. God damn it. Can I not view the trading block yet? Why can't I view the trading block? Alright, let's go to... I can't even go to trade players. Oh, I guess I can't check the trading block here yet. It's weird. Because I thought there was a view trading block thing, unless it just randomly disappeared, but... Okay, anyways, I guess that's going to be it for this episode, guys, of our Minnesota Wild GM mode. So in next episode, we will have the draft in the off season, and hopefully have a chance to get to the conference finals this year at least, or maybe into the Stanley Cup finals. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.